Hello everyone. How you doing? This chat room is lighting up already. Welcome Leighton. Welcome Leighton and Dave, Patrick, Dane, Terry Gibson, Carl. How you doing? Stefan, welcome, and John. Awesome. Lord Lee, good afternoon. How you all doing? So we took a vote today, and 46% of people who voted for Tour 6, tourney holes only. It's kind of close, 46% for Tour 6 and 32% for Tour 10. So we're going to start out with Tour 6, tourney holes only, everything else will be forfeited. Welcome Joe Golf and Seaside Sid, Ty Eaton. Welcome everyone. Let's get this started. A little Sunday afternoon hole hunting session. So we'll see if we can find something else that how we can play some of the holes. This is the most boring one, unfortunately, but gotta give it a go. Sandy Bell. How you doing, Sandy? Thank you for the good luck. And Jay Young, welcome. What a great crowd again. You've been grinding Tour 6 for Team Toast. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun on this one. I know I'm gonna lose all my trophies by the end of the session just by forfeiting all the non-tourney holes, but that's fine with me. Johnny Tink Tink, welcome. Thanks for the good luck, but we're gonna treat this as a fun afternoon training session for the tourney. Don't really care too much about the outcome of non-tourney holes. Tourney holes I will play with balls I would use in the tourney, so otherwise I wouldn't even play this with a Titan. Thing here is we don't want to go long, and this is kind of a wind we're not gonna have anyway, but it doesn't really matter which wind we have for the tee shot. It does not really matter at all. We're always gonna get to the end of the first fairway and go from there. Mind the sand, yes. So we gotta play it, take it a little bit easy, you know. We don't have to scratch the edge of the fairway here at all. Not like, was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah, that wasn't ideal. We leave our sniper in the bag. We want to get as far down the fairway as possible to give us a chance at eagle. As I said many times, if we make an eagle here, that is an absolute bonus. Most of the field in rookie anyway will not make eagle. An eagle here is like an Albi on another par 5. You're gonna play sniper rough bump. We didn't have much success with the sniper, honestly. Not in rookie. I think might be a better chance in pro or expert, but in rookie I feel we don't have good enough snipers most of the time. Yeah, we don't need to overpower it. It's gonna come in about here. This is where we'll land if we don't adjust for the wind. And that's just gonna be fine. So how you doing? How is your Sunday? Hammerhead, interesting, Keith. That is always an option. Just one we don't use a lot because not everybody's got a hammerhead. Me included. Some accounts, even the main, it took me years to get a hammerhead to a certain level that is usable, but by then I had a sniper 10 and I had no use for the hammerhead anymore in level 4 or 5. It's one of those clubs that has always eluded me. I had one account where I unlocked it early, and then it's a really nice club to have until you get your sniper leveled up and stuff like that, but after a while it just becomes obsolete. Alright, let's make an eagle here. As I said, it's a tough one to make eagle. If we have a higher level thorn, maybe we can go for the we could go, should we try with the thorn 5 if that is an option? We could. See if we can get it down there. We haven't played the shot yet, so I'd say let's just try it. Let's just give it a go. Who knows what happens? If this is an option. I feel it can be an option, but really depends. It's gonna come in hot, that's the problem, and we need to hit the pin dead on. So the tourney, I'd most likely bounce off the fringe and try to get to the hole, but as you can see there's a little bump where the hole is located. It's a little bit uphill, a little bump on top of the uphill slope, and that makes it so difficult to hit it. Party on, welcome! Nice, Lord Lee. Thor cards for level 7. It's a beautiful club. A beautiful club. I just maxed the Thor with Danny Bear this morning. And it's so beautiful. Well played there from our opponent. So I have to go through a shootout, and I really want to win, since we're gonna forfeit most of the time anyway. Yeah, this is a new one. I was playing with Firefly level 2 until now, but I just got the rapier up to 2. I wish up to 3, so it has replaced the Firefly, but in the essence it's pretty much the same. Wayne, welcome, and Robito, welcome guys. Thank you so much for the good luck, and this is one of the holes from the tourney, and as I said, it really depends on the wind we're gonna get. It really does. So I want to bounce it up here to have it roll down. The trick is finding the right spot for the wind we're having. But that we will see on Monday. So we gain no insight into this hole from here, from how we play it now, because we're not going to use a Titan. We're not going to use a Goliath either. I'd be inclined to use a Saturn maybe. Saturn would be a good club, or anything with accuracy, backbone. So wrong club, wrong ball, not the tourney wind, doesn't really matter. Because we can go from the left, we can go from the right, or we can go straight at the hole. It all depends on turning wind on Monday. Hey Gab, welcome. Keith, yes, welcome. The rapier upgrades are expensive. It was 70k to upgrade, or 75k to upgrade it to level 3. And I'm not even going to tell you what it costs to upgrade to level 9. But by then that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, the higher the tour, the higher it's, the more expensive it's going to be. Same thing with your Thor's hammers, your Apox, your Cataclysms, stuff like that. John C, good morning. Bazo, how you doing? Nice. Celebrating completing tour 6. Lovely, lovely. All right, we do win this one. We get a pin chest right here. Look at that beautiful rapier. And let's get this started. Come on, I want to play hole 8 of the tourney as much as I can. I really feel comfortable with the hook. We're not getting it. I truly believe the hook shot is the way to go. So we're gonna forfeit this. I'm gonna be doing a lot of forfeiting here, as we only have about 30% chance of getting a tourney hole. Let me just change my bag real quick. as I said, we should use a rough iron with distance. Our longest rough iron will be the one we're gonna play. That is for hole 8 in the tourney. So the Nirvana is not really helping me in level 2 if I'm close to the green. But it'll. This is solely for hole 8. Why? Because I want to see that I can indeed, as I thought I might, get to the green from the rough if we roll into the rough with our hook shot. Can we get to the green in 2 with a rough iron? And I think we can. Yeah, I think so, right? It was something crazy like 500k. Absolutely, Lord Lee. Absolutely. Come on, hole 8. Hole 8. Thank you so much, Robito and Terry. Here we go, it's City Park, but this is not the hole from the tourney. It is not the par 5. They look very similar. This is the par 4. And it's not in the tourney. So, good luck, Chris. From Nice On. As I predicted, gonna lose a lot of trophies and coins by forfeiting, but tourney's tomorrow, right? So we gotta make the most of our time here. Come on. Forfeit this. I do have enough coins to for 100 buy-ins, so we should be fine. I don't see ourselves going broke here. Even if my bankroll here takes a big hit, I'm not going to worry about it. Because with those trophies and on those tours 6, 7, 8, I will get that back in no time. CJ8, welcome Ken. Welcome Jimmy, it's JBTV. How you doing? This is the par 5, is it? Is it the par 5? I think it is. Yes, it is. It is the par 5. We're going to play this one. The issue with Playdemic, I mean, I didn't get a real answer. It's just all they said throughout all my accounts was that I shouldn't worry. If I'm not account sharing, I should not worry. Even though when I write back, I am worried because I got falsely flagged, and so something must be off. And they still say, well, if you're not account sharing, no worries. But I said, I just wrote to you that I am worried because I've got a false positive. And they said, don't worry about it. We're not accusing you of cheating. It's just a warning that you should not share your accounts. And I said, I got that. I'm not sharing accounts. I've never done it and never will. You know, it's like, we're not accusing you. We just want to give you a warning that you shouldn't do that. I know I shouldn't do that. I'm not doing it. Yeah, but still, we're gonna warn you. It's just, it makes no sense. It's a very weird issue. So what I want to do here, I'm gonna play with the Titan. We could get over with a power 1 ball, but it's a tourney. So I want to just go straight ahead, bounce it over there, have it roll down, because then we can easily go for 2 with our sniper. That is what I want to do. Otherwise, you have to use a big dog. You can get to green with a big dog. It's not a big deal. But I'd rather get to green with a sniper for an outside Albi chance, like we did it a few days ago. Look at that. Look at that. This is beautiful. That's exactly where we want to end up. No, Dave. No. We don't lose our ball. That was an issue. We always thought that would happen, so we gave it a go. We tested that live on stream, I think early on, like 3 months ago, and we took stock of our balls and we did the thing and forfeited. And as long as you don't take your shot, you're not gonna lose it. So that's why since then I'm not bothered about changing walls. Party on! Oh wow! Thank you so much, Party on. Show some love in the chat for Party on. That's amazing. Thank you. This is for you.
Money,
Thank you so much.
money. Thanks for your donation. You rock.
That's right. You rock. Thank you so much, Party on. Much appreciated. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is one of the best drives I've hit here. So I want to come in with like 3 back. Okay. It's kind of like half distance. No wind really. I mean, with this wind we have to drop this basically. No real excuse here. But you know how it is when we have to drop something. We hit great left. I knew that was gonna happen when I was talking about that. I knew it. Look at this. I think a perfect would have been in. Ronaldo, welcome. Sorry, I have not seen you come in. I missed your question. Safe shot for hole 3 and 8. Yes, Ronaldo. 3 is straightforward. There is no safe or unsafe shot. We will never get over the second fairway. So it's a 3-shot hole. You have to hold your eagle with a short iron. And hole 8, we're gonna play a hook. And that is safe. And I'll show you why. Sorry for missing your question, Ronaldo. But as you all know, if I missed your question, it's not on purpose. Ask it again. Especially in the past 4 weeks, it's just been crazy. Chat blowing up, and I love it, guys. I love it, but makes it kind of hard for me to follow at times. So if I miss anybody or any question, hang in there and ask it again. Yes, Ricardo, I'm gonna do a hook on 8. Hey, Robert, welcome. 2 baby pros, nice CJ. We're gonna have a lot of fun in pro. The problem is we cannot train for pro, so I don't know how we're gonna play this. Bazo, your son thinks it's against the sniper opponents. What do you mean? Like match up with somebody on purpose? No. That is not against the rules. If that is indeed what you meant. CJ, you feel free to drop your link if you want to, right? You should know that. CJ8 is streaming. As is Jimmy, of course. You know Jimmy. It's JBTV, part of Team Team Tommy. Sorry. Part of Team Tommy. Streamers. A wrench in chat is just for moderators, and we did use a lot of so I wrench people when they want to post links. Usually I unwrench them later, and it's nothing. How should I say that? It's just about keeping an eye on chat and banning people, moderating comments if somebody's coming in and says anything distasteful. That's all it is, really. It's nothing extra or special. So what I did in the beginning was give many people wrenches because we were always the same 10-20 people here in the channel. Back ages ago when it was small, like 2 months ago. Now we'll have to see. I'll have to put together a moderator team. And so we're gonna handle wrenches in a team. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that. I've been talking about it with Ian Ballinger. He gave me good advice. Also Tommy. Everyone with a channel where there's lots of people simultaneously. Because I have no clue about all that stuff, you know, the YouTube how that works. I kind of am learning as I go along. Now I have different issues than I had 3 months ago when I started out. So now I have to rethink my strategy. We'll see how that goes. Oh, you're on the phone, CJ. Oh, this is the tourney hole. Beautiful. We have a tourney hole here. That's always going to be a Quasar for me. You can play it with a Marlin as well. I play it with the Quasar. I want to have side spin for the drive. A little wind resistance for the second shot. And yep, that's it. That's all we need here. Simple drive, leaving a simple mid-range short iron. Don't hit great left, because with the extra mile you will end up in the sand to the left, which is still okay. Hey Arne, welcome. Oh, I had a great weekend so far. Nothing special, still on lockdown, so you know. Playing Golf Clash, streaming. Had a barbecue with the family yesterday. That's about it. Norman Goward, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, Johnny, right? But I just started. It seems like ages ago, and it's not been that long. Hey, the King, welcome. Yeah, me too, the King. We'll see what we get tomorrow. It's always very. I like Monday qualifying when we first see tournament wind and have to figure stuff out. It's always. How do you say that? I'm looking forward to it, and I dread it at the same time. Just because I always have that that fear. What will happen? What will happen if I don't find good adjustments? You know what I mean? Can I put together a guide that's gonna help you all? That's always my worst fear, and it's something that I still have from my time as a copywriter. When you know, the guy who comes up, that was my job. The guy who comes up with slogans. Oh, that's nice. That's exactly how you wanna play that. So this is exactly how we play this in the tourney. So yeah, you know, I had to come up with slogans, with names for companies, with catchy concepts, cool ideas. Every day, all the time, for so many different clients. I always feared that there would be a moment where I'd be out of ideas, where I couldn't find anything. And I have that same fear now with the guides. Not a fear, it's not my job, but it is there that I, on Monday, it's like, what am I gonna do with the guides if I cannot find, like, the money adjustments for the par 3s or something, you know. And that might happen. I hope it's not tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, this hole, we've got that dialed in. We've got that figured out. But, yeah, we'll see. Oh, sorry, I've been rambling on. What did I miss? Yeah, CJ, the problem is, yeah, I cannot go looking for links while I'm streaming because I'm in a different part of YouTube, so I'd have to open another browser and get your link from there. Ah, Robito's on it. Awesome. Thank you, Robito. What score for 9 holes? Terry Gibson, I truly believe that 10 under is going to be Golf Clash par on this course. In rookie. 11 under in pro. Helped you finish 6th in pro, the King. That's awesome. So that was good. That was hole 5, I think. No, 4. Oh, party on. Yeah, but I thank you so much, but maybe there will be a day when I'm not feeling the course, you know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Thanks for the booms there. Thank you so much. Keep the drops for next weekend. We should always get the drop here. We should always get the drop on that hole. Not always, but it's kind of a must eagle if you want to get the gold. And it'll go in every time we hit perfect. Ah, good to hear, Robito. A lot of work coming up, but yes. Yeah, right, Arne. But it's not because I'm worried about the others, but I'd feel ashamed if I don't figure it out myself and I cannot provide it in the guides. But yeah, sometimes it is not our tourney. It happens indeed. I've had tourneys where I've did very well without, you know, out of pure instinct, and then there are holes or wins where I don't know what's happening, but I cannot get it done. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. There's holes out there that do not really suit our playing style, and it'll happen. Exactly, start with basic play and go from there and make the adjustments. That's exactly what we're always gonna do. And this is again the most boring hole here. Yeah, Ronaldo, they rant when they miss, always, yep. Robert, right. That's not relieving me of any pressure, Robert Orange. So again, this one. As I said, the sniper rough bump, it's not going to work for me in rookie. It simply is not. Not with our sniper 5s and stuff. It's not good enough. But I'll definitely explore it in rookie. And also if you have a Viper, it's out of the question. So I play this as a 3-shot par 5 and make the eagle from distance with our thorn. It's probably the best possibility we have. The Sweet, we did play with a power 5 ball. We have tried it. And it offers us nothing. We played it with a Zerg. We cannot clear the rough. So we cannot get over. And by laying up before the rough, we cannot get to the green in 2 with a Zerg either. In rookie, I mean, this is just rookie because of this the front tee position here. So that's all I'm talking about, the rookie here. So we cannot get over the rough, and we cannot get to green with our second shot. No matter what we do. Maybe if you have an Apox 6 or 8 or a Thor Hammer 7, 8, maybe you could, but there's no point in playing like that in rookie for the guides, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Ken. Enjoy your lunch. Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, but the thing is, with this one, yeah, with the tailwind, absolutely, yeah. That could change it, but we're not going to get that wind in rookie, you know. There's no use of taking advantage of this wind, which we're not going to see next week at all. So that's why I play it the same way I would play in Tony Wind. That's why. Yes, with a Zerg here, probably we could get over. But I don't want to win the hole just to win the hole here on Tour 6. I want to show you how we're going to play it next week. And since we're never ever going to get a win like that in rookie tournament, there's no point. That is why I chose not to. Exactly. The hole number 7 is a no-move target. We used that in the last tourney, which was which one was it? Pacific Cup? Yeah, we played a no-move target. That is awesome. And I've dropped that with all my snipers. We dropped it from sniper 4 to sniper 8. That was, and we're gonna try the same thing again. We have to look at the wind and find the no move target spot and go from there. There's definitely gonna be a no move target shot on 7. I can promise you that already. Power hook on this one? No. Too dangerous. Not really too dangerous, but we could give it a go. We could give it a try, maybe. But I don't feel it's gonna help us very much. Yeah, play 3 shots. Not take the eagle. I mean, we have to work for our eagle, Stan. We have to work for our eagle here. This is no gimme eagle. We're gonna see a lot of birdies. More birdies than eagles in rookie for sure. So this is usually how I play it. With no spin, that's how I want to play it. No spin, bounce on the fringe. And that should be mid-distance. As you can see, mid-distance shot here. Nothing extra. Well, this is very low wind, so we'll see. So I don't want to use backspin because we're going to come up short, and I don't want to use topspin because we're going to come in hot. So no spin is usually the way I play it, and it's in the hole. Just like that. I think this is the best we can do in rookie. Play on green. Hey T-Nick, welcome. Yeah, we might get 5 miles per hour tailwind. That's pretty much the max, Robert. You're right. Joe, where did you play it? 75%. Did I miss something there? Joe? Oh, I think we played it mid-distance, if I'm not wrong. No, or max distance. I'm not sure. I have to check my streams. It's in the Pacific Cup, I believe. That was the last time we had that hole. And so I'll have to rewatch my own streams and see how we played it. So I can take those wins for as a reference. So I'll have to write all of that down before starting the round tomorrow, so we can tweak for the no move target from that. Joe, I don't know. No, we did not play it in pro, no. Because we're gonna have a different club. If I'm not mistaken, the club we get in pro is, we start off with the driver, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll check that as well. And wins are gonna be different, so usually, I think in pro I played the rough bump on 7. And it was much trickier in pro. Thanks for the booms, guys. Thank you so much. Mid with no elevation. There were a few. A few options. I think mid plus no elevation is pretty much the same as. Or was it mid plus 10, which was the same as 75% plus 0, something like that. But we're gonna crunch the numbers. We're gonna find something for sure, and it'll be in the guides once we figured it out. Oh, very nice. Golf Clash, really? Yeah, Streamlabs is very easy to use. Once you get used to it, it's a breeze. Thank you, Party On. Thank you. Yeah, Dane, depending on the wind, there's no real other way to play that. If we want to go for the hole-in-one, because it's got an inconsistent bounce. If we get like headwind, it's difficult, very difficult. Oh, no worries. I don't put much pressure on myself. It's not like the same when I was in advertising and it was my job, but it's just who I am. I want to always deliver the best I can. But I know it's a game and it's a hobby and I do this for fun and don't worry about it. Pro will be harder this time. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think you can get hard and weak brackets with anything. Pro, Expert Pro, Masters Pro. It really is a matter of luck. I've given up on finding a recipe where you get the easiest opponents. It's just a matter of good or bad luck come weekend round. What your bracket's gonna be. Because I've had tough brackets, I've had easy brackets all across the board. So. Yeah, exactly. Dane, I agree with you. I'm not going to say it never works out, but it is not always very easy. So it doesn't work out like... It wasn't as money, you know, with the no-move target shot. That was just... You could print your aces there. It's like printing money. It's amazing. Come on, give me a tourney hole here. I want to have hole 8 here. Alexis, welcome. Hole 8. Come on, hole 8. Which is it gonna be? Nah. Not it. Not it. Because I want to show you that hook has worked so perfectly. Obviously, it will depend on tourney win, but it's gonna be a rookie, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, absolutely, Willie. Yes, you can. Will you win the tourney? No. You will not win the tourney with those balls, but with those clubs and balls. But if you know what you're doing, you can make the weekend round, which is going to be nice. Get a top 50 finish, a top 20 maybe. Get some nice chests for your baby clubs. So yeah, I'd say it depends really on your coins. Oh, Callum, yeah. No, I think we're on a 7-second delay. 7 seconds is the delay, I believe. So it's gonna be hard to snipe me, yes. Yeah, give me a hole, right? We should have we have a statistical chance of 1 in 3 to get one of the holes, and it's been a bad run as of now. You're gonna attempt? I mean, yeah, attempt to win the tourney, but don't expect to win the tourney with those clubs. Attempt by all means, obviously try to win it. Yeah, Willie, that's gonna be fine. So even if you don't win a single hole in shootout, you'll lose about 1/3 of your bankroll, which should be fine. Yeah, we're not gonna win every tourney, that's for sure. Okay, same. This one again, we already had that. We're gonna play it once more, but in the end, this is it's such an easy hole. I really don't need to play that anymore. As I said, we really have to make an eagle here. The trick is bounce it over, don't hit great left, and you'll be fine. And even if you hit great left, you'll always reach the green, you'll always make a birdie. And we come in from there, mid-distance thorn, +0 in the hole. Yeah, why would a 50 games account play be a disadvantage? You've seen me compete with Acker, come on. It can be done, and well, Acker had slightly better clubs than that, but honestly I believe this tourney is a very good one if you have lower level clubs. You will not be at a huge disadvantage, not like, I mean, if you had to play Shiruba Springs with low level clubs, that would have been a disaster, but not this one. These tourney holes are ideal for lower level clubs. So it's the one to play. Hey Brett, welcome. Thanks for the good luck. I appreciate it, Brett. So this again, it's tougher wind. Still, I'm gonna bounce here on the fringe. And I will use no spin because of the headwind. We're not gonna have this wind in the tourney, so don't worry about it. We're probably gonna have wind similar to when I played this hole just now when we made the eagle. That's kind of like rookie tourney wind. But yeah, in higher winds like this, no spin. Not a bad try here. Ty Eaton, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for the $3.99. This is for you, Ty.
Money, 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 money. Thanks for your donation. You rock.
That's right, you rock, Ty. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Show Ty some love in the chat, please. Come on, Janos. Doesn't want to play. Oh, the community cup was different, Robert. Very different holes. But this one, yeah, no worries. You're gonna be fine. Here we go. Good shot from our opponent from the rough. We eagled it from the rough as well, so don't give up on that. If you're gonna play this hole in the tourney, pack a razor or something accurate, and you will make eagle quite often as well. We don't have it in the bag right now, but because I want to try the Nirvana for hole 8 from the rough, I really want to try it. Not that I want to get into the rough intentionally, but I really want to see how this plays out with a longer distance rough iron. Preferably now onto a 6 and not next week in the tourney. We'll see. Oh, this one. It's a pain. This one is a pain. Good wind though. Good wind. This is ideal wind for the rough bump here. Okay though. Yeah, you can play your baby rookie, absolutely, Robert. This is a good tourney for that, absolutely. Need a name for the baby rookie. Come on guys, get creative. Oh, thank you so much, Ty, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for those kind words. I'm really happy that you appreciate the work, guys. I really do. And that's what, motivates me and makes me work harder every week. Oh, this is a very good shot, but we win still. Because, it's with everything. Once you start creating something, there will always people who criticize you and hate you for it and talk shit about you. But as long as you got the support from all of you, it doesn't really matter what other people say. Doesn't matter one bit to me. Because you cannot avoid criticism with stuff you do, Because I do get messages. Why do you put that crap in the guide? I totally missed my shot without telling me why or sending me the shot. I always try to say, okay, but maybe I could have a look and see where you went wrong. But yeah, you always get messages like that. So, but I'm pretty happy that all of you guys appreciate it, you know. So what we're gonna do now, here we have hole 8. So I'm gonna adjust for the wind. I wanna bounce over here. So we adjust for the wind, which is gonna be 1.5 rings for a max plus 10. And now we're gonna move over 13 rings. 5, 10, 13 with the extra mile 6, but we also pulled it off with the extra mile 4, even though we have less topspin, and that was perfect. So let's see where we end up here. You can see we bounce over all the troubles. Come on, roll in the rough. No, I really would have liked to roll in the rough here so we could play the Nirvana from here. That's what I was talking about. If we have, depending on the wind, and we roll out there in the rough, we can reach here. I believe we can reach with the Nirvana here without any problem. So this is the go-to shot in the tourney. We just jump over all the obstacles here. We avoid the glitch roll, we avoid the bunkers, all of that. And I feel this shot is super safe, because even if you end up in the rough, or even in the bunker towards the end there, you can go to for the green in 2, and it's going to be your safest bet at birdie. And on this hole, you make a birdie, you're good. So no elevation for the second shot. Oh, I still have the big dog on. This is bad. You can see we can reach here with our Goliath, meaning... So we should be... this would be our Nirvana. So if we overpower it, we will get there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. We get there with the Nirvana. The problem here is... finding the right spot, and I did not want to play this with this club. I forgot to change my bag. Sniper would have been better, so... That's gonna work out nicely. Oh. Not a bad try with the Goliath here. Not a bad try. I'll take this shot in the tournament all day long, I tell you that. No sniper, extra mile 4, big dog 4, viper 6, backbone 6, medical 3. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, Robert. Beautiful, beautiful bag. Yeah, that's true, Rob. That is true. It's there's no magic recipes to winning tournaments, you know. And there never will be. Yeah. Oh, right, Jay. Yeah, I should have hit it in the rough. Absolutely, Jay. Thank you for that. I should have hit it just sideways in the rough. Good idea, Jay. We're gonna do that the next time. Yeah, extra mile. Any extra mile. I played it with extra mile 4 and always good, so extra mile 3 is good as well. You might not get as far because you have less topspin, but you'll clear all the dangers. Hey, Moyen Drew. How you doing, Drew? Drew IV is here, everyone. Fellow Team Tommy streamer. You know him. Hey, McDilson. How you doing? Bizzle Shots. Welcome back, my friend. Sonic, welcome. Yes, you can play it with no big dog. Absolutely. It's gonna be hard. But not impossible. No, not impossible. No, you're gonna be fine without a big dog. I'm not sure. Maybe hole 3 I'll play a big dog, but that's gonna be pretty much it. The higher the better. If you don't have a Nirvana, use an off-roader. Anything that gives you a lot of distance. But a Nirvana 1 will do just fine, because I can tell you right now, I'm gonna give you the distances, gonna have a look at the clubs here on notebook. Rough irons, the Nirvana 1 is, if you have that unlocked, it gives you 112 yards in level 1. So usually that would be your max distance club. Otherwise the Amazon, but the ball guideline is crap. If you have that unlocked, or otherwise the off-roader. Off-roader, especially level 5, it becomes a beast and you have a lot of distance. As with the Nirvana, it's usually level 4 where it starts to pick up distance. Sonic Rapier 4, I believe. Rapier 4. I just switched to the Rapier here on this account to Rapier 3, but I only have a Firefly 2. Sonic, you have no sound! Kinda hard for me to type all that, Sonic. Maybe just rewatch it later with sound. Cut my garden. We still have to forfeit this. Thanks, chat, for helping Sonic out. The way I'm forfeiting here, people must think I'm totally mad. As I told you, we're gonna be at 0 trophies by the end of the stream. Unless we pick up the pace here with tourney holes, but it's way below par what we're getting here. We should get 1 in 3, and I don't think we've played that. But it's fine, I don't care. As long as we don't go broke. We won't. It's always a quick way back here. Come on. Nope. Come on, let's play hole 8 again. It's kind of tough to get it into the rough on purpose. But so I'm gonna take your idea and just chip it in the rough next time, so we can give it a try to see if we can actually go for it, because I want to have that tried and tested. But I believe it's not going to be a problem at all. And we only messed up the hook shot once, where we were in really bad shape, and that is when I moved the rings the wrong way, and obviously we ended up out of bounds. But obviously not gonna do that in the tourney, right? Which one? The hook shot party? That was max top, max left with the extra mile 6. And so it will always be max top, max left with lower level extra miles. 13 rings. First we adjust for the wind and then the rings. So in the end we adjusted 14.5 rings. 1.5 ring for the wind, and from there 13 rings to the curl shot, to the hook shot. So it's always set up where you want to land, adjust for the wind, and then move your target rings. Or you could just do the math and look at, okay, I have to adjust for 1.5 rings plus 13 rings and just adjust 14.5 straight away. Or if you have to adjust 2 rings the other way, just pull it 11 rings to the right instead. That's gonna work. Yeah, right, Brett? You should jump in and get the free coins. Absolutely. Oh, this is a tourney hole. Coming right up. Coming right up. We're gonna play this with a navigator, because that's what I'm gonna use in the tourney. You can use whatever ball you want, but I feel the navigator is a good investment. It's gonna cut down wind. We don't need side spin here. We don't need the distance really. We just want to be precise for the second shot, which will be a thorn shot, and that is why we're gonna play this with a quarterback and a navigator. I'm gonna use one side spin to the right here because of the crosswind, but that's not really needed. You wouldn't necessarily need that. So we're gonna adjust for the wind. I'm not gonna push up or anything. Just play it straight forward with a quarterback because of accuracy. So even with a great left, that should still be fine here, even in the wrong wind. Barely, barely. So this is not good. We don't want to clip the rough at all. Perfect would be better. Exactly, party on. 13 plus the wind adjustment. If you need help with that, I've got a chart for the hook shots, hooks and slices, how many rings you need to adjust for the different level clubs, drivers and wood clubs, and that is on the website and also on Facebook, Party On, so you can have a look there, download it and keep it close. That's your base adjustment. Yes, Joe, I did. Yes, it's on the website. The hook and slice chart is on the website as well. For now, in the news section and in the downloads section. So as you can see, usually we would play this max distance, mid distance. And this is gonna be tougher here with coming in from max. It's much easier to adjust for from mid than from max. And so we're gonna play this minus 10% from max. We're coming in from max distance, meaning we need more more backspin to get the ball to stop. And that's bad. But yeah, I think the pace would have been good. Hey, Brandon. For the new game, Arne? What do you mean? The rip-off? No. I've seen that, and apparently that's been in the Play Store for like 6 months, and I just don't get how it's possible someone can make a complete rip-off of a game and get away with it. There's the commands. Awesome. Joe, thank you so much. Dropping those commands. Giving everybody the info. What happened here? I didn't even see he missed his... Didn't he have a putt left? Or what did he do? How did he mess up? I don't... Not sure. But yeah, this is must eagle hole. We have to make an eagle on this hole. No doubt about it, we have to. Oh, you're playing it, Arne? It's exactly the same, yes, it's exactly the same, but lower quality. Lower quality, exactly the same. Luke O'Neill, welcome. How you doing? We're doing splendidly here, just hunting tourney holes, having fun. Oh, you haven't unlocked the quarterback yet. No big deal, Party On. Use the driver that gives you the most accuracy. So what drivers do you have, Party? This is the par 4. It's not in the tournament. And for everybody who came in late, I am not trophy dumping. I'm just forfeiting all the holes that are not tourney holes because I'm not interested in them at all. A rocket, which level? Because usually the rocket does not have the distance. It does not have the distance you require to go through the trees. For that you will, not a tourney hole either. For the rocket you will need, and I'll tell you that in a second, a rocket level 7+, I'd say. Maybe 6+. 6, 7+, and you can play the rocket. 6+, I tell you. 6+ rocket instead of extra mile. Oh, I think it's worse, Honor. It looks cheaper. It just does. The names are crap. They tried to find something similar, and the clubs look like shit. Really, it's like if this is for adults, the ripoff is a kiddies version. That's how I see it. All right, it's your birthday, Luke O'Neill. Look at this. Booms in the chat for Luke. Happy birthday. I'm not gonna start singing, but happy birthday to Luke. I don't even know what is it called on a golf challenge? Is it golf challenge? Sonic, Firefly 4, Rapier 4. I would say Rapier 4. That's what I prefer personally. Rapier 4. I don't know if you can hear me now. Oh, you're welcome, Luke. So, it's just the beginning of your birthday now, right? So, it's tomorrow for me, on the 27th. Is that right, Luke? Start of your birthday. The whole birthday in front of you. Oh, is Chris playing it now? I saw people stream it and it just looked so crappy. I couldn't watch either. Exactly like you, Jay. I could not watch this. Yeah, random. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. Because PD says they take into account the highest number of trophies you've ever had. So if you have were up to 6,000 trophies, you will, and if you go down to 0 trophies, you will still get matched up with people in your 6,000 trophy bracket. But that is clearly wrong, because I played with Acker and we had 30 games and 100 trophies, and we played against people with 25,000 games and all max clubs, and you cannot tell me that these people have never had more than 100 trophies, you know. So I'm not sure. I don't, maybe trophy dumping does work, but it's just an aspect of the game I'm not really interested in. So I just want to say, I'm not trophy dumping, we're just looking for tourney holes. And we wouldn't lose as many trophies if we actually got some tourney holes for a change. Look at that, we're already on 0 trophies. We have to work our way up. Yeah, exactly. It's absolute ripoff. And as someone who creates stuff, as a creative all my life, be it in advertising, be it in movies, be it now with Golf Clash, the stuff I do, I have an aversion to anything that's a ripoff. On principle, so that's why I'm not gonna download it. I'm not gonna buy anything there. I'm not gonna have a look at it for myself, because I feel it is unfair. Whether you like PD or not, they came up with this game and their idea is theirs, and it's not for somebody else to rip it off one-to-one. And as someone, you know, as a creative person, I think it's very, very important that I myself do not support anybody who's not coming up with an original idea, you know. Yeah, exactly. Crap-looking clone. Yeah, no more trophy dumping. I'm on 0. Yeah, but Golf Clash is not a rip-off party on. Or do you mean a rip-off in the sense that it takes your money? Oh, we have hole 8 again. Look at that. Can we get into the rough? Sure, you're not gonna hear me say that very often, but this time, yeah, it's coin dumping. Yeah. Yeah, me too, Luke. Yeah. But just because I don't have time to get into another game, and second of all, because on principle I will not support any fake versions, anybody who rips anybody off and just copies what they've done. I will not buy fake bags. I will not buy anything fake, really, as a matter of principle. So again, wrong ball. We're gonna play a Quasar here. Max top, max left with a Quasar. This is our landing spot. Max plus 10 is gonna give us 1.6 rings. So what we're actually gonna do now, if we wanna land here, we can just do 13 plus 1.6 is 14.6 rings. So that's 5, 10. $14.6 rings. Oh, you play quarterback hook. I play extra mile hook because we just gain the distance here. And this is actually the worst case scenario. This is the worst that can happen here. The bunker right there at the end. And I'm not sure if I've got my sand iron with the most distance. But if you have a Spitfire, you'll reach without a problem there. Yeah, but I'm surprised that we haven't heard about about that yet, like Leighton, because is it Leighton or Leighton? The thing is, you know, with a sand wedge with higher accuracy, we higher distance, we could get to the green here as well. So I want to be in the rough, not in the sand. But we always get to the end there, and this will not happen in the tourney, okay? Because in the tourney we'll find the perfect spot that's gonna be safe. So don't you worry about it. Yeah, right, Dave? Leighton, alright, thank you. If you want to get as far ahead as possible. On this hole or in general? Both are gonna be farther than a regular shot for sure. Oof! What a bounce here. Oh, unlucky, look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Rahul, welcome. I think it probably depends on the wind. Oh, hole 3. I believe it probably depends on the wind. Because I can see... I probably believe the slice without curl is easier to pull off. But you're not gonna get there anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Or in what division? This is kinda kinda ugly. Oh, they did call it the dot as well. Oh my goodness. Jordan, welcome. You dropped your link. That's perfect. Come on, get Jordan to 200 subs, please, because he's a great streamer. Always enjoy watching Jordan. .3 wind. Joe, that was in tour play, right? Because 8.3 sounds high. We're not going to get that in the tourney. So that's the thing, what I said about the par 3s. We cannot dial them in today. If we get them, it really depends so much on the wind we're going to get on Monday. Tomorrow, that is. Because that's what's going to determine the spin adjustment for the no-move target shot. But I will definitely have a look at that, Joe. Thank you so much. Yeah, WTG, I don't know. On hole 3, I don't see us getting over there ever. In rookie that is. Just rookie. I'm only talking rookie because that's the only thing we play here from front tee. It's a shame we cannot practice these from the second tee. And we have no clubs that'll get us over, not even with a power 5 ball. So... Oh, it is Golf Challenge as well, yeah. I thought it was. But I've seen in the App Store, the versions, they're like 6 months old. Has it been only been released now, or has it been playable for that time? So WTG, were you talking rookie or pro? Alright, James. Yeah, it's been out a bit, yeah. It's weird that it took so long for us to notice it, because now everybody's talking about it. Yeah, but I'm surprised that they didn't get the call, because it's been out for months, and they should have... I don't know. I have no idea why they are able to publish it like that. I mean, is there some... copyright issues we're not aware of, that PD did not copyright the concept of the game and the graphics properly, so they have no legal recourse? No idea. Oh, absolutely, Jordan. 29 under wins for sure in pro, for sure. I mean, in the vast majority of brackets, 29 under is gonna be the shit, really. You're gonna win with 28. We're only gonna see a handful of 30 plus scores, really not that many. I'd be surprised to see any in rookie. Well, we might get them, but nobody else, you know. Just us. You guys and me, we're gonna get to the 30 unders, but most people will not. Alright, same thing here. I kind of like this hole, even though it's quite simple, really, and not much trouble here. Great right is better than great left, but still, no matter where we end up, in the rough, in the sand, whatever, we're always gonna have a second shot at the green. We should be able to patent games, absolutely, James. That's why I'm really surprised. I mean, can patent everything. And you do have copyright automatically on things you usually publish on the date of publication. With anything you publish. Arne, yeah. Oh yeah, Wayne. Sorry. Yeah. Jordan is Mindfuck GC. Yep. No, I don't. I don't have any tour content party. Oh, you're talking to Jordans. I'm sorry. Never mind me, guys. And again, this is always mid-distance. We do have a little bit of tailwind. So I'm going to play this tailwind, a headwind, a little bit of headwind. So I'm going to play this no spin. I don't think backspin is required here. But we'll see in a second. I just want to give it a try. So we'll know for tomorrow. We hit perfect, so at least we'll know if this will work out or not. No, that's perfect every time. Second time now. So always headwind, thorn, mid distance, no spin, mid +0. Shep, no, I'm not going to lose the balls. We did try that on stream a few months back with special balls and everything. We don't lose them. As long as we don't take a shot, we don't lose the ball. We can do that again if you don't trust me. We can have a look again so you can see that we don't lose the balls. Joe's already on it. Exactly. Yeah, Tommy has them for every hole, that's right. Tommy has everything on his website. Tommy played second shot here if fairway to the right side. Oh, of the fairway on the right side. Yeah, that works, but more likely in pro, not in rookie. Luke, you have a great birthday. You enjoy your birthday. Good luck in the tournament. Thanks for dropping by. Get some rest. Get some sleep so you can party accordingly tomorrow. Thank you guys for the booms there. How long am I going to play? I don't know yet. I've only been on there for, wow, already 1 hour and 20 minutes. I was going to say I'm going to be closing in on an hour. So I see, I lose track of time completely. So no wonder my coffee is empty. Alright, you have 2K trophies? No, we're not going to match up Rahul. It's not going to work because I think the max was pretty much where I started here. Pretty much 1600 trophies, so 2000 is too much. Yeah, and there's a delay as well, but we're not going to be matched up based on trophies. And also I'm on the European server, so unless you use a VPN, we cannot match up either. Depending on where you live, if you're in the States or in Asia, we're not going to match up. We can only match up if you're on the European server. And I'm not using any VPNs, so I cannot log into any other server. I mean, I could do that and install all that, but I don't want to. It's too much work. Oh wow, that's so weird, yeah. I really don't see why somebody's trophy dumping. As I said, I didn't do it on purpose. We wouldn't have lost all these trophies if we had more tourney holes here. Only 2 more subs to go for Jordan, aka Mindfuck GC Streaming. Jordan, drop your link again. Get the people to sub right now. While I take a short break, get myself another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. No. Wrong buttons. I'm back. Need some power. All right. Jordan, 200 subs. That's for you. Awesome. Congrats. Well deserved. And you'll get more. Awesome, Jordan. All right, some more 2 or 3. Come on, 2 or 6. I want to have whole 8 again. Mark, what did me make start streaming? Good question. I was thinking about it because I was spending a lot of time at home in between my travels and with nothing much to do really. And I enjoyed playing the game and I enjoyed watching the streams. And in December during the school holidays I thought I'm gonna give it a go. Didn't know if it will work out or not. Just tried it, enjoyed it a lot, and all of a sudden it grew from there. So, and now I cannot imagine my life without the streams. Yes, got a wife and 2 kids, party. And we have whole 8, just as we want here. Look at that, 4.1 wind. Landing spot right here. Here's the landing spot, I believe. I think this should be it. 4.1 is 1.7, so we're gonna move it 13 rings. 5, 10, 13 plus the 1.7, so that's 13 plus 1.7, which is 14.7 rings total. And hook it. And we are in the rough, finally. For those who just came in, we wanted to be in the rough. Obviously, for the tourney, we'll find the right spot for tourney wind, where we'll end up not in the rough, but on the fairway right there. So I adjusted too much here, which is not a big deal, because I really wanted to try if we can get to the green with our rough iron, and that's what it's all about. So this is gonna be the test. Are we gonna be in if we mess up the hook, end up in the rough, will we be able to go for the green? And I believe we will, because if you play the normal shot, this is what can happen, the glitch roll, and he is now in deep trouble. Big trouble there, big trouble. And look at that, as predicted, I will be able, I'm not sure if I can get up there, we'll see. I have to go max overpower, max topspin, and just try getting over there with a little curl to the left for the roll. We do hit perfect, so we'll know if this will work or not. No, it will not work. So that's a bummer. Obviously, if you have a rough iron that has more distance than the one I just have, the Nirvana with 112 yards, if you have something with more yards, because there are rough irons with 120 plus, you will have no trouble reaching. I have more hats, Mark. I have some more hats, but this is the one I usually use. It's something I just started using recently, because as you can see in the logo, I had hair like that, and I did shave it off a few weeks ago. That's why I'm now wearing the hat. And this is kind of bad. So probably have to play with topspin here. Looks good. Barely, but we made it. Yes, if we have an Amazon, that's the way to go, Jordan, absolutely. Also, Power 2 would be advantageous, absolutely. But I really wanted to test it in these circumstances. Power 1 ball and a Nirvana, which will, even if it's not a Nirvana, but like a off-road or something like that, people will have a rough iron with about 110 yards in the bag. And as you all know, I want to try to find the lowest common denominator for the guides. So I'll know what to put in there. But I don't believe we will be in the rough in the tourney. Power hook as well. Well, that's what we just played in rookie, Jordan. So yeah, of course, in pro, it will depend on the wind much more. In rookie, we can play it in any wind. They'll throw at us, you know. Is there in overpower? Yeah, kinda, but it's already factored in because we're playing our hooks mostly with overpower. So it won't make that much of a difference. But as I said, well, for the tourney itself, in rookie in tourney conditions, we'll find the exact landing spot we're gonna need, and we will be able to stay clear of the rough for sure. 5 to 11 in pro, Jordan. It really depends. If we have like a full headwind, it's gonna be very, very tough. We'll have to figure out where we're gonna land there. Tomorrow, Brett. Tomorrow, guides will always be made the day where I actually play the tourney wind. Because for now, it's I cannot dial anything in because I do not know the right conditions. So I'm gonna use. We're gonna play it the similar way. Like here, for instance, I'm always gonna play this with a quarterback. I'm always gonna play with a navigator, and I'm using 1 bar of side spin to the opposite side of the wind. So here we have a 5.2 wind from right to left. So I'm gonna use side spin to the right. If the wind was reversed, we would use a side spin to the left. I'm not going to use overpower here, not worth it. We just need to roll out and we'll have a mid-level, mid-distance thorn, which we're going to play at minus 10%. And here you could see why I use the side spin to the right, so we get the kick away from the rough. Oh yeah, Ian, if you feel bad about the game, it's just a mindset thing, but it's not easy to switch it off. So yeah, take a break. Start fresh tomorrow. Absolutely, Ian. There's nothing good can come from it if you're gonna head into the tourney week with a negative mindset. Party on, thanks for hanging out here with us today. You have a great Sunday. Yeah, exactly, right, Ronaldo? It's so weird. But I didn't change my logo because I shaved my head. Which I did because I had head lice. I couldn't shake. I was plagued with head lice for weeks. Kids brought them home from school, and every time I thought I had gotten rid of them, they just brought them back again, and it was such a pain. That when we started going on lockdown here, I just decided, who needs hair? And I got rid of it. I just got too tired of doing the treatment all the time, over and over and over again. So we play this mid minus 10. And let's see. In the tourney, we'll dial this in for sure. Yeah, this was not quite mid then, but in the tourney we'll have the right yardage, so we know exactly what to adjust for from what yardage. Hey, Mike Mundell, welcome. All is well here, Mike. All is well. How's everything with you? Oh, Ian, you know it's not true. You know it's not true. But yeah, it's what people always think. It's the same with poker. And actually, it's due to, and that's the thing. I'm not making this up. It's called selective memory. We remember the bad stuff that happens to us much more than the good stuff, because the good stuff we take it for granted, and the bad stuff we feel hard done by, and that's what sticks in our mind. So you have to be aware of that. Of course, I go into thinking the same. Oh, the game is rigged. Oh, I cannot win. Blah blah blah. I fall into the same patterns, but rationally thinking, I know it's not true. So even if we tell ourselves that, it doesn't really help, because the mind works like the mind does, and we'll always go back into those patterns, thinking it's rigged. I cannot win. They want me to lose everything. Which is not the case. It's just a matter of selective memory. Yeah, we tried the vinegar random. We did. We tried all the stuff. For 7 weeks, I believe. And they always came back. Because, yeah. In primary school, it's just the perfect breeding ground for head lice, and they'll always come back. Even if we got rid of them, they brought them back, and I was running out of patience. Oh, my wife, she supports me 100%, Mark. So yeah, she supports my streaming. I'm in a better mood since I started streaming, and since I enjoy this. It's like a hobby I enjoy tremendously, and especially now on lockdown, gives me something to do, and prevents me from going crazy. No, they're not locked up. I do have a very good mic, so the microphone actually just picks up what I say, which was important. So you can hear the kids if they're in the room with me, close to the mic, but even if they're standing just like 6 feet away, you wouldn't be able to hear them, because the mic will not pick up on that. But they're outside at the moment. They're in the garden. We have beautiful weather at the moment, so they're in the garden enjoying the sun. And it's not like I don't enjoy the sun and I'm not going out, but I have been outside here for a while this morning. Yesterday all day. Danny, how you doing? You finished streaming. Oh, I missed that. Sorry, Danny. Ah, nice. You love poker. Yeah, many people play poker. But I'm not playing online anymore. I don't have the stamina to last through the night, because that's where the most interesting tourneys happen here in Europe. It's going to be during the night. So not playing online poker. I only play live poker, and obviously everything has been cancelled. I have not been to a live tourney since October, I believe. Aragon Killer, welcome, welcome. The biology of belief. Yes, nice. Yeah, it's absolutely true. So again, Titan, because that's what I'm gonna play in the tourney. You don't have to play a Titan, but I want to give us the best possible chance at an Eagle, and that includes getting as far down with our second shot as possible. There is no way in Rookie we can get to that, to clear that rough. It's just not gonna happen. We tried, it's not gonna happen. So we're gonna play this as a 3-shot hole every time. And this was way too conservative. I should have had at least thought about this. But it doesn't really change our approach here. the bounce on the par 3 just now, Joe? Yeah, I played that 10%, mid plus 10. Exactly, nobody gripes when they're on a winning streak. You forget about that, absolutely true. It's weird, right? You should remember your winning streaks, but no, you just take them for granted because everybody's so convinced they are the shit, you know, and you deserve every win you get. You know, it's just how people are wired, it's how they think. So this is not ideal. So this is not a way we're gonna play this in the tourney. We'll have more distance for the second shot, but we'll end up pretty much in the same spot. It's still okay. It's gonna slope down from right to left, so never worry. This is actually where we want to end up with our second shot in the tourney. Close to the bunker, in between the bunker and the rough. And then go for the hole. And it's a tough one. You got thrown out of casino, Wayne. Why? Because you didn't spend enough? Hammerhead, if you have it, absolutely. Which, funnily enough, I've never had hammerheads when I needed them. John D's, welcome. How you doing? Chomping down on a big salad. You enjoy that, Danny. Exactly, yeah, exactly, Mark. Yeah, exactly. How is it not fixed when you're on a winning streak, right? Yeah, this is... Okay, this is how we want to play this. I'm gonna play this at 80% club. I'm gonna move it down with no spin, so otherwise we're gonna be in too hot. See what that gives us. 80% club. But then again, this is why we want to be ending up at a consistent yardage with our second shots in the tourney, so we can actually. Oh, and this is still super hot here. That was a bad shot. Should have left more room to the hole there. Pulled it back further. But in the tourney, with our wins, we can always replicate the drive and the second shot, get into the same yardage bracket, if you will, the same window of yardage where we'll know exactly where to aim and to adjust for. And that'll give us a very good chance at eagle. But as I said, we'll not make eagle here every time, and most people will always birdie this. Wayne, yeah, casinos don't like that. Oh, I'm a random. I'm a believer in manifestation, good and bad. You get what you attract. In some ways, there's throughout the history of mankind, there has been research and stories of people affecting matter with their minds, and I truly believe that. Is it an exact science? No. Can you just sit down and think about winning the lottery? No. But you can see it, the way you project your feelings, it's what you get back as well. So honestly, you can see it in sayings we have, like you reap what you sow. That's exactly what it is, you know. What you project, you will get back. Don't want to get too philosophical here, but I truly believe that. So here we have a power 10 ball, power 3 ball. Gonna go for the rough bump. It is pretty good wind for the rough bump here. Pretty good wind for the rough bump. and adjust and get it in the hole. Or at least we'll get it close. With a perfect, we'll always be close here. And we hit a great left, and that is not good, because we might get a jumper, or we might end up in the water, but it's gonna be fine. It's okay, but it's not great. We have not won this hole yet, but there you can see accuracy of the extra mile. A great left, and it's far from the hole, a perfect, and we're straight at the hole. We've been on lockdown for 6 weeks now, Mark. 6 weeks. No words return void. So yeah, 6 weeks, and we're just starting our exit strategy from the lockdown. He has a shot at winning this. Depends on his role, but this looks nice. He can win it. Yeah, he won it. He won it. No big deal though. A perfect, and I win this. A great left, and I lost it. So yeah, our exit strategy is quite interesting. We'll see how it goes. But I'm really happy with. I'm really happy that I live in a country where we have a very sensible government and people who are actually, you know, intelligent enough to analyze the situation. Have they done everything right? No, they haven't, obviously. But in the scope of things, I believe they did way more good than bad. So I can just say we're lucky with that. Not everybody's that lucky. We have a good healthcare system, good, well-equipped hospital system. You know, they're not understaffed. We have the equipment and everything, so we have not been hit as badly as many other countries. Yeah, they're lifting yours in Oklahoma. Okay. No, I don't drink it black, Keith. No, no. Milk and sugar. Milk and sugar. I can't stand black coffee. It's not for me. It is too bitter for my taste. Got kind of tired of this hole now. As I said, I like this hole, but it's the one of the easiest one in the tourney, and we're not going to gain any info here. So in the future, I might even forfeit this. Absolutely, Dave. Yeah, but at least you can do your best. Can't get everything right, but they did a really good job foreseeing some stuff. You know, better be prepared and not need the stuff you ordered than not being prepared and then need it and don't have it. So what they actually did was, oh wow. What they did was, even though we have great hospitals and a lot of hospitals, they installed a field hospital just outside one of the main hospitals at a time when we had very few coronavirus cases, just because statistically speaking it was gonna happen, you know. And so they installed a this is crap though. A field hospital, with intensive care units, respirators, everything, and that was amazing to see. Actually, it still has not been used, and of course people are criticizing. Was that expense really warranted and stuff like that? But I'd say better err on the side of caution. Worst case scenario, you lose a lot of money, but if you don't have it and you need it and you lose a lot of lives, that's worse. So people will always be criticizing no matter what you do. But I really like the foresight and anticipation here. Yeah, the Nightbot is amazing, right, Keith? Yeah, you had those rules, but nobody cared about them, right, Danny? Yeah, it happened way too late. We were talking about that actually, Danny, right? We were talking about it before it happened, and it happened exactly like we predicted. You might be an island, but you cannot run away from this one. So it was just a matter of time when it hit you hard, and it did hit you hard, and it's still going on, and it's because people didn't take it seriously straight away. So it's on the people. And the government, of course, but no, the people as well, because if we're talking about it, the people who kept on partying, going out, congregating, doesn't help. None of this is true, it's a conspiracy theory, blah blah blah, and now you're catching up with Italy in death toll, and that was predictable. Exactly, the second infection curve is so important. And that's good for you, Tom, that they are monitoring that. Absolutely, Mark. Should be obvious that life is worth more than money, but unfortunately many people don't think so. Those with the money and the greed, you know. Rather lose a life than just $1 million, you know. That is right, Ronaldo. Tree can stop you. Oh, look at this. Difficult wind here. Difficult wind. So we have tailwind, headwind. Again, I want to bounce it here. This is the bouncing spot right here. So I'm going to adjust max plus 10, which is 3.3. Why am I adjusting like this? Because I want to get the distance right. So now we adjust from max overpower, 13 rings ish. And let's see how much the headwind hinders us. But at least we're gonna give it a try. And that works out perfectly, even with that wind. Look at that, isn't that nice? Yeah, covering it up. But most of the stuff, even if the Chinese, it was known, and still many Western governments did not react the way they were supposed to. They were underestimating the dangers, even though when they were warned, they did not. They thought it was not for them, because we are the civilized world, we have good hospitals, and so it's not going to be that bad, and that was wrong. Oh, nice, Mark. Yeah, that's so horrible. Oh, yeah, Keith. Yeah, exactly. And if you're in the States, we're not going to get matched up. Thank you, Wayne. So you can see we are in sniper distance, which is nice. And this is difficult wind. We're never going to have that wind in the tourney. So and I do not anticipate eagle here by any means. We play no over adjustment, no nothing, just max plus 0. Woo, that was pretty close. Hot though, it was hot. But I'd rather be a little hot on this hole than too slow, because if we roll down the hill, it's horrible. But if we roll on too far, it's always going to be an easy putt. Oh, you should have, Mark. Absolutely, you should have. Actually, Danny, it is... Wow, look at that. Actually, it is likely that it came from bats, but not in the way people think. Certainly you don't get it from eating bats, because the virus is not transmitted through ingestion. It cannot transmit through ingestion, because everything you ingest goes down your pipe into the stomach, and not your windpipe. So the virus needs to get to the lungs, not the stomach. The stomach destroys everything. No virus can survive in your stomach. The acid is just gonna kill it. So no, not from ingesting bats, but from... It is a virus that jumped over from bats to men, and yes, it has to do with people living close proximity to bats and people dealing with bats and covered in bat shit, and yeah, that's how viruses evolve and jump from any animal to humans, basically, if they evolve enough. So yeah, it may come from bats because the virus was known already before, but not as a human a virus mutated for humans, but a bat virus. So it's not like it's a new virus. The coronaviruses are have been known for 50, 60 years. There's all sorts of coronaviruses. It's nothing new, really. It's just that it has mutated and we are not immune to it, and it just spreads too fast. It's not the virus itself that's the problem, but the fact that it spreads without any limits that's making it so dangerous and unprecedented, really. And that is why we have to be careful. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, people will never be happy, Tom. They say, oh, you did nothing to protect us. And then when you do something to protect them, they say, oh, this is bullshit. I want my freedom. You know, get a grip, guys. You know, it's either this or that. There's no two ways about it. Either you're gonna practice lockdown, social distancing, trying to get it under control, or you leave it be and people will die. It's one or the other. You can't have it both ways. Yeah. No one's responsible, AGAP. There is not one person or government that's responsible. The only thing where I say who can be held accountable is your own government for how they acted in your country. And that goes for every country and every government. I don't care if it's a country that is leaning towards the left or the right. It does not matter at all. If shit's happening in your country, it's the fault of your government, how they handled this situation wrong. And I'm not saying who did what wrong, but clearly some countries handled it better than others. So that is where I see responsibility. But the disease itself, there is no one responsible for that. It just evolved the same way all diseases do. And it's just a matter that we are not prepared for this. Whereas with other diseases, we usually are prepared. But it's just the infection rate of this one, which was so high that we could not cope with it. Yeah, but Mark, that's not true either, because they all knew about the virus way before it blew up in China. They just dismissed it as not that dangerous. Oh, we're still at the game, Ronaldo. No worries. Exactly, Mark. That's how I see it too. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's exactly right. Oh, I've got the wrong bag. What am I doing? Look at this. What a mistake here. It's not going to be a big deal. I can get there with full overpower into a similar position where I want to be in the tourney, but yeah. Yeah, that's so stupid. How stupid are people, James, right? So, you're staying at home during a pandemic and you're gonna watch a movie about a pandemic where everything goes to shit. Is that really what you want to watch? And then you're wondering why people are panicking? You know, it's like... No, I did not watch Contagion while on lockdown. No, but seriously, I mean, come on. But anyway, we can talk about something else now if people don't feel comfortable with it. I have no problem with that. As you know, I have no problem talking about stuff either. And, oh, this is bad. This is bad. I missed playing with the big dog here. So we have to improvise. It's always good to have a little improvisation going on. Knowing how we can improvise during the tourney. If we mess up one of our shots, have like, you know, the kind of backup shot. It's not bad to train that, to practice for that. And a great ride is not good. Ah! I try to do that always, Joe Golf. Because, I mean, I have my opinions about who did what right and wrong, but it is not for me to judge. And also, I don't want to... I just want to say it out loud, so we don't misunderstand each other. What I'm giving you is my well-informed opinion on things. I'm certainly not an expert. I am well-informed and well-read, and I understand the scope of the crisis on many different levels. But you shouldn't take my word for it. You should do your own research, and you believe what you believe, and read up, inform yourselves, and not just about coronavirus, basically about anything, really. So I don't want you to blindly trust me, but I'm not going to put an opinion out there just because I believe it. Whatever I say is based on what I believe, based on the research I have done. Does that make me right all the time? No. But more often than not, yes. If you know what I mean. But that's what's lacking in today's world. Even-keeled discussion. As I said before, I don't like the way the world's going, where people hate on each other because they have differing opinions. I said, I'm not going to drop a friend because we don't agree on something. I think it's important that we don't agree on everything with everyone. And we should talk about it. But that's as far as it goes. I said that jokingly, but indeed, I mean, even though I don't respect your opinion because it's wrong or whatever, even if I don't respect your opinion for whatever reason, it does not mean I should not respect you as a person. And we should discuss it and talk about it. As adults, we are all adults. Let's act like adults in this world, you know. And it sounds so obvious, and it's how I was raised and how everybody was not that long ago. And now everybody's like going batshit crazy just because you have your firm beliefs. Right or wrong, left or right, whatever country, it doesn't really matter. It's just a principle that we cannot have a mature discussion anymore without anybody hating on anyone. What's that all about? You watched Pandemic. Oh, I hated that they put that out, Matt. It felt so opportunistic to me that they did release that during that time. No, Mark, I don't buy packages for all of them. It really depends. Sometimes I spend on some, sometimes on others. I mix and match. I cannot afford to spend on all accounts, and certainly not at the moment with the way things are going. James K, any European server will be fine. I'm not sure which one I'm on, but any European server will be fine. Danny, you actually say they are thinking. I think that's the problem, because they're not. I don't think they have the physical capability to think. All right. Oh, look at that. Almost another hour gone. How that is crazy. Favorite account, Mark. Well, it's got to be my main, obviously. It's got the best clubs. But no, otherwise than that, no favorites. I don't play the favorite game. Alright, same hole again. Let's pack the big dog this time, because, as I said, I find this hole so boring. And also, my favorite account usually is always the newest one. It's always the next one. It's always the next one. I'm so tired of this hole. I cannot believe I'm gonna put myself through this again. But I just want to try it a few more times. But I believe, is there something else I should try here, guys? Because I really don't see any other way to play this than to lay up. Oh, that was just coincidence, Mark. Absolutely coincidence. Just coincidence. I saw an ad for the game. Actually, here I'm not going to use any spin. I'm just going to play it down here. No overpower, and what we lose in distance will make up for the spin there. So I saw an ad for the game in one of the other games I play, and I can't remember which one. It was 2 years ago. I thought, well, usually I don't ever watch the ads or click on them, but this one, it looked interesting. I downloaded it, was hooked right from the start. So... Oh, Ronaldo, I hear you. But yeah, it kind of, you know, the whole thing with dealing with this situation, sometimes we have to let it out. So it's actually good. That's what I believe was missing, having a good rational discussion about things in a good environment. And that can help you alleviate fears. And honestly, the media and the world the way it is today is not doing a very good job at alleviating fears, because that does not sell newspapers. Instilling fears, that does sell. And that is a bad shot. Great lift killed me here. Yeah, Jay, we tried that, but it doesn't work, Jay. Not with the snipers we have. I've tried it several times a few days ago, and in Rookie we cannot play it. I cannot play it with my snipers, so I gave up on it, Jay. But I will try it for Pro, where we have better clubs. VPN, sorry, yeah, that was a question about VPN. Chuck, a VPN is so you can log on to another server. It takes your internet connection and logs it onto another server to play the game. So even though if you're located in the US, for example, and you connect to a server in Europe, Golf Clash in a server in Europe, your Golf Clash game thinks you're in Europe, and you will be matched against players from that server. Caught some nice crappie last night. So Malibu. I still believe I can hold this. I'm gonna use no spin here in that wind. What are we gonna play? I don't know. 75% club, maybe? 75% it is. If we miss, it's not a big deal. Hit perfect. No, we hit great left. Yeah, I hope so, Mark. I hope so. People will appreciate different things after this is over. Oh, absolutely, Joe. I agree. That's a problem with people just trash talking without thinking. You'd think people had a lot of the people out there have forgotten they've got a brain they can actually use. It sounds silly, but it's true. We can discuss everything rationally. I'm not saying we should be emotionless robots, because sometimes it's hard to contain your emotions for whatever reason, for whatever topic. But in general, the large issues at stake, rational discussions are bringing us forward. Emotional discussions are not. Oh yeah, Danny, you're fishing, right? Are you an angler, Danny? Can't recall. I think you are. Yeah, Tom, I agree. First of all, I think he only said that because he was criticized for it, and I think he wasn't being sarcastic. He doesn't have the IQ to understand what that word means. But, and this is, I'm not pointing fingers at any single person, but humanity in general is fucking stupid, right? And I knew that there were people who gonna ingest that. That was gonna happen, you know. I knew it was gonna happen, and of course it did happen. And that is why it was irresponsible. Absolutely. You'd think people are not dumb enough to do that, but they are. They are, and it's mind-boggling that they are. But it came as no surprise to me, as no surprise that happened. So, you know. Dave, thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's nice, Wayne. Awesome. Oh, you are an angler. Good, good, good. Yeah. I don't understand why you cannot follow up on those hobbies. Same thing with golf. I mean, you cannot go play golf outside there. And actually, it's pretty easy to practice social distancing on the golf course, but yet it's not allowed during lockdown. There are some rules that make no sense. Here in Luxembourg as well, stuff I don't understand that's driving me crazy. And it's not driving me crazy, I don't care really, because I'm staying home anyway, but there is stuff out there that does not make sense, and that is, for instance, activities such as going out jogging all by yourself is allowed, and that's fine, I get it. But going out for a drive with your motorbike is not allowed. Or it was not allowed. So you cannot take your motorbike and drive around. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Where, you know, you're on your bike all by yourself, who you're gonna infect, you know, it doesn't make any sense that that should be disallowed. So they allowed it. They said, well, it's kind of like if you're going cycling, which is still allowed if you go by yourself. They said, yeah, motorcycling is pretty much the same, so you can go out yourself driving your motorcycle as a leisure activity. It's allowed now. However, it is not allowed to take out your old timer, for example, if you have one, which I do. I have an old timer. I'm not allowed to take it outside and go for a spin. That does not fall under leisure activity. So stuff like that, it just drives me. It's like, come on, what's the reasoning behind that? It's like they've done so many reasonable things here, and then this does not make any sense to me, like, at all. If I'm driving around in my old timer, or with any car for that matter, you know, you're not hurting anyone and you're not at risk. So I don't understand the rationale behind that. Oh, the Swede, but it is not. And you'll see very soon. Unfortunately, the Swede. You're still doing it in the normal life, but it's not the miracle solution everybody thought it was, and you'll see it soon. I don't wish it on you, but yes. Yeah, but Danny, same thing. If you go fishing in places you're allowed, you can get in an accident with fishing on your way to the the fishing spot. That's with everything, you know. That's the problem. There's too many experts. Be careful who you trust, guys. Read up. Not every doctor is the same. There are experts and experts, and there are experts that keep it real with you, and there are experts that have an agenda and that are sponsored. So you have to know which is which, and that's kind of frustrating because it's hard to know which one is which. And it's very sad that in these times still people will push agendas instead of just caring about what's most important, and that is getting rid of this crisis. So they're not all pulling on the same strings. I was contemplating using maybe a tick of topspin. I should have. Yeah, absolutely, the Swede. I agree. If you keep the distance, absolutely. No gym, no bar, nothing inside is... But the thing is, do you know why it works in Sweden for now? Because the Swedes have a much higher responsibility, sense of responsibility than others, you know. The way it works in Sweden, it wouldn't work in the UK. Danny can attest to that, because even with the lockdown in place, people broke the rules all the time, and I think the Swedes have just a higher sense of responsibility instilled in them, and that's why it worked so well. But it will not work, certainly not in the UK, it will not work in Spain, it will not work in Italy, it certainly will not work in the US, you know. So that is why the Swedish model will not work in other countries. Yeah, Matthew, I understand you. I share the same frustration, absolutely. That's the problem, because this is new territory for so many, and all of a sudden people realize they knew nothing. And they change their stories, and also stories are being changed depending on agenda or for instance, people are surprised that that now we are told that masks are necessary and everybody should wear one, whereas only 2 months ago they said do not buy masks, do not wear masks, because it doesn't help. Why did they change their story? It's pretty simple actually why they did, because back then they did not have enough masks and they needed all the masks they could get for their hospital staff, and now they have the stock and now they can allow the people. They just wanted to prevent the people from buying all the masks while they were needed someplace else. So that is why stories are changed all the time. It's really frustrating. It depends on where you live, AGAP. Because yeah, Sweden is sparsely populated in the rural areas, but of course you have your centers, your big cities like Stockholm, and that's gonna. It's no wonder that it spreads fastest in the cities. You know, obviously you'll have a lot more cases in New York City and not in Wyoming. It is pure math. It is obvious. Yes. Everything that's densely populated is more at risk because people are congregating more. Ah, nice, Chris. Good luck with the golden shot. Yeah, not this year. I would give it a pass. The street. Yes, I would. I did not pay attention to my yardage like at all. We'll see where we are at. I did not see my tee shot land, guys. But it's not important. As I said, we have to make this. If I landed where I intended to land, I will have a mid-thorn if I'm short. Yeah, that's, as you can see, that's gonna be mid-thorn-ish. No, it's not mid. Otherwise, I would only need 2 backs. So I can tell from the backspin I need that I am not in mid-distance, because I want to land it on the fringe. So I'm gonna adjust for like 70% club minus 10. And that's just my feeling I have based on the backspin I need compared to the backspin I would use with a mid-thorn. And we'll see whether I judged this correctly. Even more, I should have gone even more. But it was very close. A mid-distance shot would not have worked here. Oh, that's with Matthew. That's with every politician. What drives me crazy, and this is my opinion, my personal opinion, and it works. It counts for every single politician, not for every single politician, but I'd say I mistrust 99% of all politicians because they are career politicians and they do whatever is in their best interest. They come first. I hate party systems. I hate party systems. I hate people who abide by party lines. I like free-thinking people, intelligent people who become politicians to better the country and do everything for their people. However, people like that will not get elected again. And that's why we see so few of them. To get elected, you need money, and to get money, you need to get sponsored, and you need the money to get the money from somewhere, and you will have to please the people that give you the money. So the best politician would be one that is financially independent, who doesn't have to give a shit about anything except doing the best what is possible for your country and your population. And Alas, that is almost impossible. I know it's a utopian thought, but that's my take on politics. That's why I could never be a politician. I could never be a politician. I know lots of politicians, and they're good people at heart, and I don't even want to say that they are doing anything wrong or are bad people, but I could not do what they do just because I have a high sense of morality, and I would I'm very principled in everything I do, and that would piss lots of people off, and I would get punished for that come election time. So I have no ambitions to become a politician. Not because I don't think I was going to do a good job, but I'm just going to piss too many people off by being independent and... Oh, way off. Toasty for president. Exactly. Yeah, we should... Oh, we win. That's right. Hey, Blankenston, the toxicity is... And it's not just about politics, it's about everything. And you know why? Because all the social media, we didn't have that toxicity 20 years ago. The internet really helped spread all that, and people get their opinion out on the net all the time. It doesn't matter how stupid you are, you'll just, throw out your opinion and throw out your insults and shame people. And it's gotten very, very toxic, and people are raised like that now, and they see it every day. And I feel we all, so many people out there, they lack the basic sense of decency that was instilled into me, at least, from my parents. Sort of integrity. We don't have that anymore. It's very sad to say, because the social media actually, they are at fault 100%, because they let that toxicity grow. So it's a shame. What did I miss? What did Alexis say? Alexis, did I miss something? Booms for Alexis. I'm sorry, I'm rambling way too much, guys. I am rambling way too much. Oh, online poker in the US? Don't hold your breath. Hey, Richard, welcome. It sounds so simple, Matthew, right? Do unto others as they would do unto you. Sounds so simple, but yet no. He donated. Why didn't I see that? I didn't see the donation. I'm so sorry. Why did I not see the donation? I had nothing pop up. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alexis, I'm sorry I missed your dono. It didn't show on my stream here. So, wow. Thank you so much for the donation, Alexis.
Money, money, money. Money. Thanks for your donation. You rock.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed it. Greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, time flies. Time flies. It's crazy. So I'm gonna take another 5-minute break. Get myself another drink. Just go outside for 5 minutes, if you know what I mean. And I'll be right back. See you soon. Alright guys, I am back. One leader who is good in the world. I would have to say Kim Jong-un, because apparently he's dead. Or was that in poor taste? We get a sniper upgrade. We're not gonna upgrade it just yet. You know why? Because I want to play it a few more times with the Sniper 5. Also tomorrow I will play it with Sniper 5 to get the numbers and adjustments for that. That is why I'm not upgrading it. Yeah, Brett, but I wouldn't blame the media. You know who I blame? The greedy owners of the media. And I'll leave it at that. The greedy owners of the media are to blame, not the people who actually work for the media, who need to make a living. And oh, wrong ball. Wrong ball. Almost made a huge mistake here. Ah. Almost mistake here. But that's true, Brett. In the US that is, and that's a fact. Media are biased, and that is one of the reasons why in the International Freedom Index, you'd be surprised, because Americans don't want to believe that. They think they are the freest country in the world, and actually you are ranked way down the list because of that. You are not a free country anymore. Not according to all the statistics that are required for what is a free country and what is not, and you have not realized how that happened. It has not been talked about because everyone in the United States is groomed to think that the United States is the greatest country in the world, whereas it has lost that status a while ago. And that's just how it is. You're not as great anymore. And that's not a diss or anything, it's just an observation. And that's the thing. And then we're going to stop with politics. Once you believe your country is the best in the world, and you stop questioning what your country does right and does wrong, you're heading for a dictatorship. With that, boom. What a way to do that. So, yeah. That's how we play it. Even if you're short, we played this max distance. Usually we would like to be in mid distance of the club. But it doesn't really matter. We can always hold it. And also, no, one last thing about politics, and this is very important to me. How to say that? What I see on social media, and again, I'm not taking a stance. You have to decide whatever is best for your country, whether you're leaning left or right, it does not really matter. But what's really important is you see all these memes shared for calling for the death of Pelosi, calling for the death of Hillary, calling for the death of Trump or whatever. Do not call for the death of a politician. no matter how much you disagree with them, they are human beings with families. You might not agree with their policies, but do not call for the death of anyone. I think Boris Johnson is a complete ponce, but I would not call for his death, you know? Keep it real, guys. Keep it sensible. Don't share memes that call for the death of anyone. Whether you agree with them or not, it does not matter. I just think, let's take it down a notch and see everyone as people, all right? And even, you know, if I blame the greedy billionaires for everything, I will still not call for their death. You know what I mean? Just let's be human again, you know. That's all I mean. Matthew Rock, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Much appreciated, Matthew. Never played so many money gophers.
Money. Thanks for your donation. You rock.
Thank you so much. You rock, Matthew. Exactly. We are all equal. It's been a while since we've been forfeiting holes. We've been getting quite a good run here of Tony holes. Alright, guys. Let's move the conversation away. I think we've said everything that needed to be said. And as I said, I always welcome any rational discussion, and we can talk about anything. So let's move it away from politics and the coronavirus and focus on something more fun. All right? What do you want to talk about? We can talk about anything now. Anything fun. Come on. Danny, don't get me started. Animals are the better humans. Emma Spring, welcome. How you doing, Emma? Nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Emma Spring, the lovely wife of Golf Clash Quarks. Alright, we hit perfect for change. Neo versus Tommy, that was awesome. The decline of rock... Oh, there is no decline of rock and roll. Come on, Tom. Rock and roll. Football. Matthew, you mean American football? I hope it does. It should. I mean, they held the draft, so... I'm not fully up to speed. Usually I watch the draft live, but I gave it a pass this year because it wasn't the same. Yes, Chris, I didn't know I have an account on Instagram, of course. Actually, I have two. I have my private account, which is for poker-related content, and I created one for Toast as well, but I haven't fed it yet. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to approach Instagram. There's no point in using Instagram to post the same thing I post on Facebook on the website. So I was thinking about how to approach that. I did create the account just so that I have it once I make up my mind how to play this out. Half a backspin. Yeah, 1 bar of backspin here probably. I don't know. We have a little bit of tailwind, that's why I'm going to use that. I'm going to play mid distance. It's what we usually want to play. So before I play my rounds tomorrow, I'm going to sift through the stream and have a look at how what the yardages were for what. So this was not quite mid. What's happening? Oh my goodness, Jordan! Thank you so much, Jordan, aka MindfuckGC streaming. That is awesome.
Money. Thanks for your donation. You rock.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you so much, my friend. Awesome. Show some love for Jordan in the chat here, please. Oh, Matthew Rock, Patriots fan. Same here, Matthew. Big Patriots fan. Before Brady, and I'm going to be a Patriots fan after Brady. But honestly, Brady was such a big part of the team that I will, of course, watch Bucs games as well. No, I don't jump the wagon here, but ooh, I watch many different games. I enjoy watching Aaron Rodgers. I enjoy watching Russell Wilson. I enjoyed watching Brett Favre. I enjoyed watching Peyton Manning. So I watch all kinds of games. So I don't feel. I mean, if it comes heart to heart and the Pats play the Bucs, I'll still root for the Pats. But it's going to be interesting to see Tom and Gronk again, even in another uniform. I don't know if that's good, Brett. The next RJ3. It was such a shame. He had such a wonderful debut season, RJ3. It was amazing until he completely crippled himself in a game where it didn't matter. It was painful to watch. Any albums? No clue, Matthew. Danny. No clue, Danny. Oh, you got gold in Lost Tony, the Swede. That's awesome. Congrats. Sorry, I missed that earlier. I'm just sifting through chat. Oh, really? I didn't hear about that tribute concert. I have to watch that, Matthew. Yeah, so I'm a little bit younger than you, Matthew. Because when Nirvana was big, I was in my late teens. So yeah, that was definitely part of my the time I grew up in high school and everything. So yeah, I have to check that out. Big Nirvana fan, obviously. Jordan, you have a good day at work? Thanks for stopping by, and thank you so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate it, Jordan. Oh, come on. All right, let's see how we end up here. Too much backspin. Oh, so stupid. Because of the headwind. Oh yeah, the Tommy giveaway stream. Absolutely, we'll have to be there. It's gonna be what, in 1 hour, 2 hours? Oh, a rematch. Yeah, let's have a rematch. Which question, Danny? Or maybe I have to scroll down. Trivium and Draconian. See, I don't know those, but seeing that I believe we have the same taste in music, Danny, pretty much, I'm gonna give that a listen. Oh, you don't like Nirvana? So this hole again, let's play this properly this time. So we have a massive tailwind, alright? Meaning that I probably could get it over. But as I said earlier, I don't see the point in going over. Because we will not be able to go over in the tourney. And so I gain no info out of that. It would be nice. I would probably win the hole. But I want to gain insight into how to play the holes for the tourney. So as it's not going to happen, I'm not going to try and go over. Stop, stop, stop. And we've been here before. Hey, Drew. How you doing, Drew? Still here. Yeah, but this time we had a massive tailwind punisher. We could have made it across with that massive tailwind and the Zerg for sure. But as I said, and last time we had an extra mile 4 and this time we have an extra mile 6. But I just believe that there's no use because of the tourney wind, which is not gonna be nowhere near this. Oh, you've been here lurking, Drew. So this doesn't really change anything. I'll still be on the green in 3. Just making it harder to get the eagle. So in the tourney, I want to avoid that. A bit of doom metal, yes. A Swedish doom metal band. Interesting. Oh, that was awesome, Matthew. Love gave the copyright permission. That is awesome. Definitely gonna have a look at that. Maybe I should I've been thinking about it for a while, getting more bands on board, and maybe now it's going to get a little bit easier now that the channel is over 1k subs. You know, to showcase their music, new bands, just like I did with Psycho Toaster, but that was more fortuitous coincidence. Gonna have a look. Would be fun to get a playlist that's a little bit more extensive. Danny. So Emma's not in chat anymore? Can I play the rough bump here? What do you think? Could I play the rough bump here? I think I could. You know what? I'm gonna give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? We'll find out in a second. We'll find out in just a second, guys. How bad it's gonna be. This bad. Oh, I just wanted to try this for fun, because it would have been fun to sink this. I would not normally advise you to play this shot. I just wanted to have a bit of fun. And I just want to save it now, just because that's really gonna piss him off, I believe. You know, when you think you've won. All I need to do is hit perfect, and we'll see. And that's not gonna go in. It's gonna miss to the left. Doesn't really matter. Emma, that's right. That's how you... I knew you were lurking. Flax, welcome. Come on, let's play again, Mike Slick, and I'll play it more seriously. Come on, give me a third game. Oh, what a wanker. Come on, if you're gonna rematch once, you should rematch twice. Sorry for calling you a wanker. Just blurped out. So when is Tommy's stream? Anybody know? I've read it this morning. I forgot. Is it in 1 hour or in 2? Some Lux slang. Oh, not a Tony Hole. Mr. Backman, it's yours. What do you want to know, Ross? Fredo Lee, welcome. Oh, danke dir. Dir auch viel Glück und einen schönen Sonntag noch. Ich wünsche dir eine erfolgreiche Woche. Danke fürs Vorbeischauen, Fredo. Okay, Danny, thanks. 8 p.m. UK, so 9 p.m. here. The equivalent of piss off. I would say, good question actually. I would say, oh, it's right back. Just a second, guys. I'm almost with you. So the equivalent for piss off, I would say, or für du Mother, which kind of, it's tough to translate. Drew, you answered, but you were ignored. What did you answer, Drew? Sorry. Ramstein, nice, like it. Okay, Tom, yeah, 3 in the East US, that's 8 p.m. UK, that's 9 p.m. my time, that's gonna be in an hour and 45 minutes. Awesome. It's very hard to translate some of the songs, Danny. You might not think it, but their lyrics are way more intelligent than people think they are. It sounds right. Oh, sorry, Drew. Tommy stream time. See? Sorry, Drew. I'm just missing so much of it in chat at the moment. It's crazy. So I'm playing this big dog. Get it over there in between the bunker and the right rough is where I want to land. In rookie, that is, guys. In rookie. Because I cannot really play the rough bump with my snipers I have. Osric Tentacles. I'm just gonna listen to them because of the name now, Danny. That's an epic name. Hard edge as it sounds. Dream Theater, nice. That I like too, yeah. That's, yeah. East and West Germany. I mean, I grew up in a world where East and West were divided. Reunification only happened when I was like 14, 15 years old. And that was a pretty big deal back then. Pretty big deal. So this is actually where I want to be. This is exactly where I want to be. We'll play this mid-distance, +0, no spin, and right at the hole. That is the plan anyway. That is why I want to end up where I ended up. Obviously, we'll have to tweak these. We'll have to tweak this tomorrow, so we get the right number all the time. But as a basis, this is the shot I want to play. So we'll see how it works out. But yeah, no spin, bounce on the fringe. Not quite enough. But we'll figure that out tomorrow. No, Alexis, there's no schedule. We can, everyone can do their own schedule. It's just like an understanding between us. We try not to stream the same content if somebody else is streaming, you know. I'm trying not to stream rookie tourneys when Matthew is streaming rookie tourneys, stuff like that. So if we have the same content, we try not to use the same time slot. But sometimes it doesn't work out because we all have lives and obligations, and sometimes it's more like we're trying not to interfere with each other's schedule, but there's no set rules or anything. Epic name, White Collar Sideshow. Similar to Rob Zombie, cool. The Stones, nice. Matthew, thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you next week. You have a great rest of the weekend, Matthew. You also love Rob Zombie. Yeah, the movies are something else, Emma. Absolutely. Quite weird. No, the Sweet. I cannot play any music that is copyrighted. But I like Disturbed. I would play it in a heartbeat if I could get away with it, but I'd get slapped with a copyright infringement the second I released that. Yeah, it's getting really hard, especially, I mean, what were we, like 6, 7 people in the beginning, Drew, and now we're, what, 15? So it's getting harder and harder, obviously, with so many people coming on board, which I think is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, obviously it gets harder and harder. Ah, look at this. Horrible. Horrible. Horrible for my clubs and balls, this one. Ah, great right. Come on, roll. Ah, that was close. This is not going to be a good shot, but it's better now that it rolled down than it would have been up the slope there. But I don't think this is going to win. Well, that's the thing, Danny. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but you have to stream whenever you have the time. You know, we cannot pay attention to anybody else. If I have to stream, I've been going on when Tommy's on because I have to. Especially Monday qualifying. If I have to wait for his whole stream to finish with all the divisions, I will not get my 6 accounts in. You know, it's just not possible. And let's not even talk about the opening or the weekend rounds. You have all his movies, Emma. Nice. See, my wife, that's not her kind of thing. She hates movies like that. One of the few things where we differ in taste. So we do win here. Nice. Rory Gallagher. Nice here. We win this one. I did not expect to win this. Oh, let's open some more chests. Why the hell not? I don't know why I'm opening them. Because we're definitely not upgrading anything at the moment. Just love opening chests. As does my son. He does not play the game, but he loves opening chests. The gorier the better, Emma. Can get me permission for White Collar Sideshow. I don't know White Collar Sideshow. What is that? I gotta start writing all of these down. Francesco, your lucky day. Alright, what's the plan here? I think I'm gonna stream for about another 20-25 minutes. And then I can have a dinner break and come back for Tommy's stream. Oh really, Danny? You want to find a horror movie that actually scares you? Alright. Okay guys, you never had a horror movie that scared you? I have one that scared me shitless. It really did scare me. Obviously, it didn't help that I was 12 years old and watching it with a friend in our basement in the dark. But I was so scared after that. Anybody want to take a guess what movie that was? Danny and Emma. A horror movie. I watched it when I was 12 years old in a dark basement at my home with a friend, and kind of scared us, but also made us what we are. Those movies is what got me into movies in the first time. So that's why I became a screenwriter, and that's why my friend who I watched the movie with actually became a director. So that's... We watched movies in our basement all the time, horror movies, a lot of them, and he's kind of more into crime and horror as a film director, but yeah, funny how things shape us. Ross Birds? No, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. It was a pretty new film at the time, so late 80s. Oh yeah, Ian members Jukebox. Absolutely, Danny. That's always gonna be... Oh no, Chainsaw Massacre. That's harmless. Harmless. Oh, look at this. I cannot adjust here, I believe. We're max distance, meaning we would need 4 ring. Oh, no, we can adjust. Okay, good. So I'm not using any... I was gonna say I'm gonna use no spin, but I probably need backspin after all. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. I know it looks long, but since we're adjusting into headwind, I do this on purpose and see how we end up here. We do get the bounce where I wanted to, but we are way off, way off. No, it was... no, it's not Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. So what really scared the hell out of me was Pet Sematary. Which I don't think is a very scary movie nowadays, but 12 years old in your basement in the dark, it was kind of scary. Bambi, Danny, oh. No, it was not Bambi. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, also a big Stephen King fan. I read everything. Still do. A movie from Argentina, Wild Tales. Never heard of that, the Swede. Is that also a horror movie? One horror movie I thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know if you know it, but if you don't, you have to check it out. It's a Spanish horror movie. It's called The Orphanage. Absolutely brilliant. So, if you love horror, you will love The Orphanage. I like it because it's got the creepy atmosphere, and there's some jumpers in there for sure, but it's not like a gory one. It's like on another level. It's in your head. See, I didn't like Final Destination. It was too cheesy for me. Ramones, nice. I like the Ramones. Power 5 on tour 7. Oh, Ross. That's a good one. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong bag and everything. I'm totally not into this. Even for one wind. Too much. Come on. Nah, not enough backspin this time. A win 5 on tour 2. It's a must. I just have to. I don't have to only look through the stream to take screenshots and look at my yardages. I have to look back at the stream and write everything down. No, I have not seen the new Pet Cemetery the King. I wanted to see it, but I missed it. All right, Danny. What, you don't know where your own wife is at the moment? Ah, that's a nice shot. We're gonna lose this one. Well played. Yeah, I mean, King shaped me. Just our age, you know, and everything King. But King, my favorites are definitely The Stand. I love The Stand. I couldn't get enough of that when I was a kid. Ah, that's why, Danny. Oh, we get hole 8. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, what a nice wife you have, Danny. Cup of tea and biscuits. All right. See, that's what happens if you don't play the hook here. Okay, what's the wind here? 6.4. So we'll adjust for the wind first here. We want to land it down here. As we said earlier, this is the landing spot. We have 6.4 wind. So we can either adjust to the left now, which would be 2.9 rings, or we adjust just 13 to the left minus 0.2 rings, which would be 10.1 rings. So we adjust like this. I just subtracted it. It's gonna be an approximate adjustment, but it will do the trick most of the time. Tom, welcome to Mania. How you doing? And it lands where we want it to land, and it just pushes it too much to the right. So I should have adjusted further to the left first. So I should not have gone 10 rings, but taken at least 1 ring off here. Oh, Misery is an awesome movie. I saw that in the cinema back then. Shaun of the Dead is also an awesome movie, McDilson. I love everything by Simon Pegg. He's brilliant. You can actually, you notice that he's a big fan of movies like that when he does the parodies there, like Shaun of the Dead. It's bloody brilliant. I love him. Speaking of horror books, this is not by Stephen King, but I'm not sure if anybody knows that it's a trilogy. It started with The Passage by Justin Cronin, which is one of the best books I have ever read. I can thoroughly recommend that. Even if you don't like horror, it is very Stephen King-esque. I believe Stephen King gave it rave reviews. It's bloody fantastic. So The Passage trilogy by Justin Cronin. If you don't know it, check it out if you like these kinds of movies. The Franklin Experiment, yep. So you've read it, Tom? That's right, Rosar. That's me. Partly. And that's not even all of it. Oh, The Hobbit. I like The Hobbit. Obviously, I'm a big Tolkien fan. I'm a horror fan. I'm a nerd. I like fantasy, you know. Everything. Christine. That's also a good book. I love everything by Stephen King. I liked Under the Dome. Really enjoyed that one. If you like newer King stuff. Didn't like the series. That was crap. Yeah. I wouldn't say extraordinaire, but I can hold my own, Drew. Mr. Magoo, good evening. How you doing? Yeah, good fictional history is worth reading. Absolutely, Tom. But I also like history. I'm a big history buff. Not just Luxembourgish history, because even though interesting, not that much happened. But there's lots of stuff I really love. From history, so not only European history, but also American history, Asian history. I love everything related to history. I love fictional, historical books. I'm actually a big fan of the American Civil War. I mean, not of the war, but, you know, everything that went on there. Very interesting. Also about, I've read many books about the War of Independence against the British, how it all came together. And how a lot of good luck was involved and arrogance from the British. And, you know, so many factors. That's what I love about history. So many variables coming together that shaped the world as it is today. And once you see how stuff came together, sometimes by luck, sometimes by incompetence, sometimes by heroism, it's amazing to think all of that. Those little things that came together that make the world the way it is today. That's what I love about history. You're reading The Stand at the moment. I've read that countless times. And also the miniseries. It's not that bad. I really enjoyed that. I watched it not that long ago again. And honestly, yes, it looked better when it was released in the 90s and I watched it then. It looks old by today's standards, but it still holds its own. Yeah, exactly, Drew. A lot of luck involved. Yes, absolutely. It's crazy to think of that, you know. 1776. Good read. Another one, a very good book about the American War of Independence. It's called Almost a Miracle. That's awesome. Yes, Bluetooth. It's a rune. I know the logo is runes, and I can't remember the name exactly where it comes from. It had to do with they are. It's an initial of. Oh, damn it. Oh, we're not playing a Quasar here. What am I doing? I don't know if I've got the right bag. I'm totally out of this. Oh, the Killer Angels. Yes. The Killer Angels. I've read that, Tom, and also I've seen the movies. That's where Gettysburg is based on, right, Tom? The movie Gettysburg? Isn't that based on the Killer Angels? Hey, Cashman, welcome. Yes, I play chess, Cashman. I used to be pretty good at chess. Back in high school, I was actually on the team that won the National High School Chess Championship. Still got the medal. We won the gold. But I wouldn't consider myself an expert chess player. Back then, I did study a lot, read a lot of books, trained a lot. I was on the chess team for my high school, and you know. But I still play chess, but not studying. I still watch like the World Championship, stuff like that. It does interest me, but I'm not playing in a club anymore or anything like that, so my level has declined. Oh, really? Wow, you met him before he passed, Tom. Interesting. And the 20th Maine, yeah. I love those books. I really do. And I love the movie. I know it's been getting a lot of shit, but I really like the movie Gettysburg. The cast is fantastic. I think it's very interesting. Ah, nice, Cashman. Haha, funny. I didn't even see where I ended up. So anyway, this hole is already down the drain as we packed the wrong ball, the wrong club, and we'll not be playing it from this position in the tourney tomorrow. I messed up. That's what as I said, I wanted to play the same position always like we would get in the tourney, and I'm now a bit short, so I'm not playing this from mid distance as I would like to. Now I'm playing it from max, which means I have to use backspin, which means it's gonna get harder to get it to the hole. Ideally, I would like to play a no spin shot from mid distance. That's gonna get me the best look at the hole. So, but it's interesting to see how we have to line it up from max distance if we're gonna be ending up short. No harm in that. Harm in hitting great though. Exactly, the Swede, thank you. So it does, yeah, so it was his name. Blåtand. Is that how you pronounce it? Blåtand? Which means Bluetooth, indeed. And the logo are the runish initials of the Viking King. Isn't that it, the Swede? Oh wow, you're Facebook friends with Pat Gorman. That's so interesting. No, I have not seen Pawn Sacrifice. No, I have not seen it, random. I should stream Lich's streams, yes. I don't think I could do good commentating though. I don't have that that much of an understanding of the game anymore. Oh, look at this. We are in between clubs. So let's try to... let's try... What are we gonna do here? We need 3.3 rings, which we're not gonna have. So I need about this much overpower, I believe. We'll see how it turns out. Not too bad, but not too great either. Oh, there was some interesting history about your hometown. Interesting. So what was it, Danny? Hey, Max Quick, welcome, welcome. Oh, you're welcome for the guides. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Max. So about memoirs, about history, what I was found really interesting is, I always find it interesting, first of all, because also European history, history of my country and everything, but yeah, my about the Second World War, for instance. It's not like I like the Second World War, not at all, but I've always been interested in how it played out and how it happened, because it wasn't a good time for our country. And my grandparents lived through that and fought in that. And when my mother died a few years back, I found my grandfather's memoirs, which he had written during the war. And that was a very interesting read. Just to think about that, you know, it was his memoirs from the war, and also his reports he sent to the army after the war and everything. It was super interesting to read about that aspect of history, first-hand account from my grandfather. Very, very great reading. And thinking back how young he was and everything, and what he had to deal with. First practical farm tractor. That's interesting, Danny. Ah, interesting, random. He sacrificed his own sanity. Yes, he did. Oh, yeah, Keith. I think everybody loves to win Tommy's giveaway, yeah. It's going to be hard to win it. There's going to be so many people in there today. I think it's going to be impossible to follow up on chat. We're going to miss each other all the time. I'm going to say hi whenever I can in Tommy's chat, but it's going to be crazy, I'm sure. Oh, in the Doomsday Book. Nice. Absolutely cash, man. And yet, we still forget about history, and history repeats itself all the time because the people in charge do not know enough about history. They should. Every politician should get a mandatory history lesson for a month before they are allowed to take any decisions. I don't want to get the conversation back to history to politics, but I'm just saying It would be very, very important. How we end up. Nice, perfect. A little bit shortish, but it'll be fine. That's not where we want to be. We want to bounce a little bit further to the right and farther down so we clear the last bunkers. So an extra roll of 20 yards would be nice. Hey Jared, welcome. How you doing? What? That's one expensive coin, Danny. Just for one coin. That is crazy. Oh, the Swede. I love it. So yeah, we are on the shorter side here. So I need about 3.6 rings of overpower, which should be about a quarter overpower compared to the rings we can go into overpower. So this would be max, this would be min, this would be half, and this would be a quarter overpower. And that's how I judge it. So great left is not going to help. Oh, look at that. Perfect might have had a really good look at the hole. Arrowhead hunting. Interesting, Jared. Where can you do that? So yeah. No, time flies. Time flies, guys. I don't know. I don't know how it happens. It just slips away when I'm on the air with you. Oh, nice. Colorado. Again, tourney hole, as I said, we're not going to gain any info here. It solely depends on the wind we're getting tomorrow, on how we play this, whether we play it from the right or from the left. Also, I never have the right club here. I will not use a Quasar and I will not use a Goliath to play this hole, so just gonna be like an idea how to play it. In this wind, right to left wind, I want to come in from right to left and have it roll down the hill like our opponent does here, but further up so it does actually roll into the hole. That's the plan anyway. If we have left to right wind, I lean towards coming in from the left. And that's actually how I want to end up here. About right there. Gonna use just a bit of right curl to compensate for the wind to get a better roll out off the hill, and that was way hot. This was a horrible shot. Oh, also in Biggleswade. Wow. Biggleswade. Sounds like Dr. Evil's cat. Mr. Bigglesworth. Indeed, Jared, that's exactly what I was thinking. have something that old and makes you think about everything, really. How we evolved and everything. That's one of the things why I like history. Hey Victor, welcome. How you doing, Victor? So almost 8. Okay, I really need to. Okay, one last tourney hole is what we're gonna play. I cannot believe it's closing in on 4 hours already again. So insane. Oh, you had a castle. So it's gone. Okay, it's this hole. Again, we're gonna play it the same way. We're gonna play navigator. We're gonna play quarterback. We're gonna play thorn. That's how we play this hole. As I said, 1 bar of side spin to the opposite side of. Okay, now I'm confused. I know I have been forfeiting all the time, but that was non-tourney holes. Maybe our opponent wants to play exclusively non-tourney holes and forfeiting tourney holes. This is okay. Or is it somebody from stream who doesn't want to have the stream end? That's why he forfeited here. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Yeah, but still, that's so weird. And now we do not get a tourney hole, as usual. So anyway, yeah, Tommy will be on in an hour, giving away 2 iPads. If you don't know about that, you will have to go check Tommy out. Obviously, you all know Tommy, but just in case, here is his link, the boss himself, Mr. Tommy Löfberg, the Golf Clash master, giving away 2 iPads to celebrate his 60k subscribers. Yeah, random. I agree with you there. We lost the connection we had, I believe is what. I don't know what that book is about, but my first guess would be we're talking about a loss of connection to the universe. And a lot of that knowledge has been lost or pushed aside. Hadrian's Wall, interesting. Yep, I've seen that. Oh, okay, here it is. The tourney hole. So, yeah, history is something that has always interested me. Because, I mean, I was born in Luxembourg City, the capital. That's where I have grown up, born and raised. And that is a very old city. Luxembourg City is over 1,000 years old, and you can see that everywhere. And I really, really think it's super interesting. To walk through a city that is over 1,000 years old and see the old buildings. There's lots of history, historical buildings throughout the country, but mostly in Luxembourg City. Yeah, random guy, I agree with you there. Still couldn't build them. Tomorrow, I usually start streaming after Matthew has finished his 2 rookie accounts. So usually that is around 11 a.m. CET. Anything between 10:30 and 11 CET, I'll start. No, tomorrow it's going to be later because first Tommy's streaming, Then Matthew is streaming, and I'll stream after that. So around noon usually. I'll start with the first rookie, but just one, and then the rest in the afternoon and the early evening. What a waste of a ball! Aww. Okay, and this is how we want to come in. As I said, it's going to be easier with a higher level sniper, but I'm not going to upgrade my sniper just yet. As I told you earlier, we do have the cards here, but I want to have a sniper 6 in my bag as well to give you the right screenshots for that tomorrow, so I can try stuff out with the sniper 6 without that fully developed ball guideline. That is the plan, and that is why I'm not upgrading it at the moment. Because that's so crucial to have that info right there about those different ball guidelines. That's right, Random. That is absolutely right. That's what it is. Ooh, almost. Almost. A little bit hot. But this is our best shot at Albatross, guys, in the tourney. This is where we can make Albi. But we'll find the right landing spot to make Albi consistently. Really depends on the wind, though. If we have like a tailwind or a headwind, straight tailwind, straight headwind from the left side, we're gonna make Albi here all the time. Come weekend round, you know, we'll have dialed this in for sure. I would have liked to finish with a Albi, just like we did yesterday, but it's not to be. Alright, let's play one more hole, the shootout hole coming right up. So no Albi dances today, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some next week. I feel confident we're gonna crush it next week. We're gonna figure stuff out together. That's what I like about, you know, everybody pitching in, for everybody who's been in the stream the past tourneys. Such a great atmosphere here. Everybody's pitching in, offering advice, telling us how they missed the shot or how they made it and the adjustments, and it's through our collective effort that the guides become as good as they have been the past tourneys, because everybody's pitching in. So I cannot thank all of you enough, everyone who's helping out. It's always, it's a collective effort, really. Even if I'm the one sitting in front of the camera, I couldn't do it with without all the input from all of you. So keep them coming. We're gonna crush it next week. I believe in you and me, and together we can achieve anything we want. Actually gonna go with backspin here this time. We do have a massive tailwind. So I hope I judged this correctly. Alright. That's the last shot of the stream for me. And that is gonna be too short. I thought it would impact it more. I was wrong. That's a shame. Thank you, the Swede. Stay safe as well. Have a great evening. Hope to see you tomorrow or next week. Oh, Tom, we're playing the hook here on 8. We're playing a hook that is super safe, and that's gonna put us in perfect position. You're welcome, McDilson. Everyone, you're welcome. You know I enjoy this. I enjoy your company, I enjoy our discussions, I enjoy playing, even if it's just Tour 6 play. I love this, guys, and I couldn't do that without you. You know, I'm always having an amazing time with you. So thank you. Thank you, Jared. You have a great day as well. Great evening. And I wish you all the best of luck in tomorrow's opening rounds. Thank you all. Muji Hyder. Thank you. Victor, thank you. James K, thank you so much. Oh, we win this one. So everyone, good luck. A final gold, a chest. That'll do nicely. So, as I said, I'm not gonna update the sniper until I've played it tomorrow. But what else do I get? The claw, not important. Okay, that is it. Thank you all. I hope I'm gonna see you in chat, in Tommy's chat in about an hour. I'll definitely be there and we'll try to win an iPad. If it's not me who's gonna win, I hope it's gonna be one of you. See you all later or tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. So take care all and good luck. See you soon. Bye bye, guys.